Hello, I'm Todd Hogan. This is my son Jackson, and I am giving Armis permission to use this video in promotional purposes on their website or wherever they may deem fit. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Jackson just before we get going on this, so you know a little bit about him and why his play of Armis has grown really well. Jackson is an exceptionally bright kid, extremely math-oriented, very analytical, has scored the highest in his grade on the recent standardized tests in math. His counselor came in and was kind of touting how great an analytical score he's done. Actually scored well across the board, one of the highest scores they'd seen. A bit of a gamer as well, plays lots of games, a chess champion at small tournaments, and has found Armis now and wants to give you a quick review about Armis, what he's found interesting about it, and a couple of challenges I think he's going to do for us as well. So Jackson, I'll turn the time over to you. Why don't you jump right in and give us a review of the game.
Alright, so this is Armis right here. I've got it online at armisgame.com. So basically you have the green and the red, and they each have different pieces which have different like powers and movements, conditions and duties and stuff. And the goal of the game is to capture this little flag right here. And it's really complex to learn at first, and it might be a bit hard, but once you actually learn each individual piece and how they work, it's not as hard as you might think. And so first I'm going to set the pieces how I think I would like them. So I'm just basically setting up the pieces without leaving any holes, and I'm setting them in a position that will give me an advantage, I guess, and whatever way, without leaving any weaknesses or anything like that. So I'm putting down some of the powerful pieces like this vice president on the outside so they can move around fast, and the Marines too. Here we go. Then the ones that don't do as much, like the media and the religion, I'm going to put right here on the inside where they won't be as much of a use because they don't really do that much, so I'm just going to put them close to my base. Alright, and now I'm ready to start. The green pieces just go in the exact same place, so here we go. I'm going to use this. Wait, first it's the computer stream. Alright, it moves there. I'm going to use this thing called the mover. It moves these three, which are C pieces, and I'm going to move them into the C because they can't move themselves. And in this game, I have 3 challenges that I'm going to try and complete, and those are to capture a piece with a Marine, which is this, from an aircraft carrier, which is this. I'm going to move the carrier into the water right there, and I'm going to try and capture a piece while the Marine is boarded on the carrier. My second goal is to capture a piece with an aircraft, which is the helicopter right here, and the jet. And those are pretty difficult to capture pieces with, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to try and do that. And then the last goal, of course, is just to win the game. So there you have it. Alright, there he goes. I'm going to try and move this mover around here so I can push my aircraft carrier into the water. And this guy isn't posing much of a threat because he doesn't have a very long range, only 4 spaces, so he can't attack anything yet. there I have it. My aircraft carrier's in position. Alright, there's not much going on here because these guys can't attack me yet because they're not within range, so I don't have to worry about that yet. Alright, I'm going to move this Marine and I'm going to board the aircraft carrier to try and achieve that first goal. Just wait for him to move. Right, so he's going to move over there. I'm going to use my Marines. I can't capture them yet because they can only move 3 spaces. So I'm going to have to move my aircraft carrier to right here, and it moves the Marine and the aircraft carrier, as you can see there. I'm hunting this little guy down. Alright, there he goes. Now I'm going to capture this piece with my Marine. And that, I just completed the first challenge. Some bonus points. Alright, now he's just going to take it right back, so it's basically just a trade there. But now what I'm going to try and do is get my other C units into position. So I'm pushing this coastal guard, which can only stay on the coast, which is this little gray piece right here. Uh-oh. He's getting a submarine in. So I'm going to have to be able to defend that. Going to move my coast guard right there so I can attack his submarine if I need to. Alright, so he just chose to take my Coast Guard with his jet, which is a air piece. And now, to counter that, I'm going to take his jet with my Vice President. Moves his President right there. To counter that, I'm going to move my Vice President right here. Now the jet is an air piece, and so I'm going to be trying to take another piece with this jet. So I'm going to try and figure out a way to do that right here. But I can't do it yet, so we'll just leave that there. I'm going to board this aircraft carrier here with my Marine. Now he just moved his Marine out of reach. I was going to try and kill him with mine, but dang. Alright. Okay, so his army right here, I think I can take it with my Marines. Let's see. Yes, I can. So I'm going to take that. Oh, there he goes with his Marine. Now I'm going to try and move this thing into position as much as I can, but actually I'm thinking not yet, probably. See what I can take with this guy to do some sort of damage down here. take his mover, which disables these 3 pieces, basically, because now these 2 can't get into the sea. Oh boy, he's gonna try and get to my flag with his marine there, I think, but luckily the reserve is sacrificed when he tries to take your flag, which means that if he tries to take this, his marine will end up taking the reserve instead, and I can just take him with my army. So I'm okay there. So instead, I'm going to try and just do as much damage as I can up here. Alright. Now I could win the game here by taking his flag, but I'm thinking that I probably don't want to do that yet because I still have to take a piece with my air. So I'm going to try and find a way to get this guy in position. Oh no, he took my jet. It's too bad. So I'm going to have to use my helicopter now to try and take his air piece. Take a piece with an air. Hopefully he doesn't move his president and I can just jump over him right here, but I don't think that's going to happen, so let's see. Let me try and get this helicopter over here where I can start taking pieces easier. Alright. No, I will. Just wait. Here, you ready? Okay, I'm going to move this nuke into position. So he just ran away. So, I'm going to try and sacrifice my president for his president. Alright, so we took my president, and now I'm going to complete one of my goals by taking his president with an air piece. Now when you skip over a piece in the middle, you take it, just like that. So there you go. I used an aircraft piece to take over one of his pieces. Alright, he's going to move his child down there, and I'm going to go straight for his flag now since I've completed all my goals. I'm going to try and win the game. First, I'm just gonna capture as president just for the heck of it. And now I'm going to take his flag and win the game. There you go. Alright, so there are a lot of different interesting things about this game. It's really cool because there's multiple ways to win. You don't just have one strategy you've got to follow. There's no like hard-lined way to do it. You can go from multiple different ways. It's also a mental workout, you know, keeps you practicing to exercise your brain. It's pretty cool. It teaches you strategy, which you can use in a lot of different things. And finally, it's just fun. I mean, it's pretty fun to play this game. So, there you have it. It's Armis for you. Thank you.